welcome to another edition of Golden Independence. We're here live. It's a beautiful day, and I just want to go over a few things, ladies and gentlemen, as to why or what's happening in the crypto space regarding, regarding Bitcoin, digital assets, and the main digital asset today is Bitcoin. Yeah. Um, Something to consider. Bitcoin is currently being acquired and already has been. You see, you cannot pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot pay attention to what people say, including institutions, right? Don't listen to what they say. Look at the behavior and what they do, right? And it's been said that, these institutions have been buying Bitcoin and, buying Bitcoin on the low and even selling Bitcoin to their ultra high net worth clients. Yeah. Uh, hey, yeah, we got some activity there. They're selling them to their ultra high net worth clients. And how do we know? How do we know that institutions have been acquiring Bitcoin? Because when you hear of an institution like Morgan Stanley, that's right, I did not stutter. I said, when you hear of institutions like Morgan Stanley getting into the Bitcoin ETF game, okay, it means that Morgan Stanley, the institution, has Bitcoin. Okay, whenever you hear an institution, any institution, anywhere in the world that has approval from its from the regulatory body that it operates from, okay, when you hear that they have the approval of providing an ETF operation system, okay, for their clients, rest assured, they need to have custody and proper custody of the asset of Bitcoin. That means that Morgan Stanley has the Bitcoin already. We're not going to get into how much, because at the end of the day, if you're watching this, you either have zero Bitcoin or zero Satoshis, or you just have Satoshis. So if you're somebody that's just got a few Satoshis, congratulations, right? Congratulations, because that's what you need. That's all there's gonna be. That's all that the rest of humanity, if you're not already part of the 1% or the 1% of the 1%, all you can afford is Satoshis now. Yeah? All you can afford is Satoshis. That's all you can afford. If you are the man, if you're part of the 90% of us. So the question then now becomes, are you able, right? How can you acquire Satoshis? how can you continue to acquire Satoshis through leverage, right? And be your own bank, just like how the Stanley Morgans of the world, the Black Rocks, and pretty soon every banking institution, right? This is going to be a trend. A trend is happening, ladies and gentlemen, where other banking institutions are going to come out and offer these ETF products to their clients. For example, Grayscale is putting out a mini ETF and a mini Ethereum ETF product. Not so, and this product is supposed to be for the average person, the person who is not a high net worth individual. Okay, it's meant for the average retailer to get into the space. These are the types of things that these institutions are coming up with creative products so that the average person can participate, because they don't know how to get into the Web3 space, the decentralized space, the blockchain space, the fintech space. So therefore, you know, majority people are familiar, they're comfortable with the traditional financial systems. And that's okay, that's fine. That's fine, right? That's quite all right. However, if you are following this channel, then you are not that type of individual, clearly, right? You're someone who sees that there needs a change is needed, and you're someone that wants to be a part of that change, and you're looking to see how you can be a part of that change, and how you can take advantage, and how you could position yourself and potentially be a Grayscale, or be like a Grayscale. Okay, because if they're saying that, you know, if they're saying, you know, Bitcoin is going to be 10 million, one Bitcoin is going to be 10 million by 2029. And again, this isn't me speaking hyperbole. This is about numbers and the fact that the institutional money is coming in. So it's not people buying it. So it's not the actual people buying the Bitcoin. They're trading on top of the asset that the institutions hold. So Bitcoin is still going up. Why? Because institutions like Grayscale, BlackRock, and now Morgan Stanley, and even, you know, so we're not going to talk about Michael Saylor, because Michael Saylor is here's a company that started the trend. However, now we're just going to talk about institutions. So we have BlackRock, we have Grayscale, and now we have a bank. And so far, this is the first bank in the U.S. on the western side that I know about. Some of you out there may know of other Western banking institutions. I know that there are a few in other parts of the world that are offering ETFs to the people there. So so all I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, is that when you hear, because I have international, you know, my channel is international. So it doesn't matter whether you're in the US, whether you're in Italy, whether you're in South Africa, or whether you're in Singapore. When you hear of your local institution or a banking institution near you offering an ETF, that institution has bought Bitcoin and they have it, and they're holding it, and they are not selling it, right? Or their intent is not to sell it. Or, however, or to say it another way, in order for them to operate, they need to have proper custody of the Bitcoin, which means they are buying the Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. This is why Bitcoin is not going down. It is being woven into the traditional space, and this is why it's important for the average person to acquire as much Bitcoin as possible before the people who have the money and could just throw money at it and buy it up and buy it up for themselves, because They know that this is the major asset to have, period, to use as leverage to offer other things like an ETF. So as the regular individual, if you have Satoshis and you're building up Satoshis, right, we will be able to use these Satoshis in the future as leverage in the future, right? Because if banks are allowed to take custody, okay, and when the regulation starts to get more transparent and robust, okay, and when it becomes, you know, well known or more known about what we could do with Bitcoin, with this technology, it's going to open up and allow people to who even have 1/10 of a Bitcoin, okay, 1/10 of a Bitcoin. This is where the millionaires is going to explode, because even if you have 1/10 of a Bitcoin, you'll be able to back your own projects. You see, you may partner with somebody because because in order to offer ETFs, so on and so forth, you need to have a certain amount of Satoshis, because Satoshis are gonna be highly valuable, highly precious, or have so much value. Because if you're talking about one Bitcoin just going to 10 million, right? It's going to go way beyond that. It's going to, you know, from there, it could go to 10 billion. It just escalates because Bitcoin has that capacity to absorb all of the financial paper markets, the money printing. Bitcoin can absorb that value. And he who has the asset gets to harnesses that value, and then you're able to buy back your time. Okay, let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, that time is money. Time is money, and we currently trade our time to work. Right? We trade our time for goods and services. When we go to other institutions, yeah, we trade our time, and that time is converted into the paper currency. But that paper currency loses its value through inflation. Bitcoin protects your purchasing power tremendously, exponentially, and transports that value to the future. Okay? This is why I speak about it's like time traveling. Because when 2029 comes and the value of Bitcoin gets revealed, then the fractions, your fractional value of Bitcoin, you'll be able to go back in time. You'll be able to go back 4 years. You'll be able to go back 6, even a decade, to your 4-year-old Satoshi, to your 8-year-old Satoshi holdings, because those holdings, right, just one transaction, one reward from that process will be of extreme value. And those who have signed up, congratulations. And those who are getting the rewards, your price. Well, what do you mean? Well, you see the level of Satoshis, the amount of Satoshis that you have, right? Now, when you see those Satoshis, it's not looking like much now. However, consider the value of 1 Satoshi equaling 1 penny. Don't look at what the price is now. You gotta get your mind to what the price will be in the future. And all you gotta do is give the value to what you see, to 1 Satoshi. When you're looking at all those numbers, when you look at your Bitcoin wallet, right? With BitHarvest, especially with BitHarvest, I'm talking to those who have signed up with BitHarvest. And you look at your BitHarvest wallet, and you look at how many Satoshis you get. And then you place the value of 1 Satoshi equaling 1 penny. And then you go up the chain there. And then you look at what the value, the potential, the unrealized gain, right? The value of that. And now you start, you're gonna get a sense of calm that comes over you, right? A sense of calm comes over you because you know that when the time comes, that transaction will be your first transaction to move out of the wallet. And but how about this? Consider all the other transactions that are similar. that will be similar that you would have acquired over the years, because we're getting these Satoshis on a daily basis. Like I said, this is not hyperbole. It's just math. It's numbers. If you like what you're hearing, give a thumbs up. If you agree, give a thumbs up. If you want more content, give a thumbs up. Hey, you could even share this video. But that's all for now. Have a beautiful Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, somebody right now is pushing somebody else's dream and they're mad. And they have nothing to look forward to regarding time freedom. And I'm just trying to help those who want time freedom. And if you're interested in time freedom, check out the link in the description box below. Yeah. And hey, if this is your first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and put the bell button on so you get all of the notifications. Yeah. So that's all for now. Take care, everybody. Bless up.